As you know, to submit your finished pattern, you need to have made it as a model, and then once you've made it as a model, you need to export the completed work. So you make your model, you fill in the model editor. When you've done all of that, you go into the storage area and you select what it is you want to export. So we're exporting a zip file. So I'm clicking on the file I want to export, and then I'm going to export zip. It will bring up a dialog box asking me where it's to be saved. So for this one, I'm going to save it to my desktop. That's the easiest place to find it. The style number is in the zip. In your case, you could also add your name. Once you've got the named zip, make sure that you don't have that little star that shows in the save as type. Make sure there's no star because it won't save properly, and then save it to the destination you've chosen. The next dialog box that comes up is one that looks like this. It's asking you to include components. If you don't have that one ticked, all that's going to show up is the model name. Include components must be included. We don't have notes, we don't have charts. We want to make sure we've got the pieces from the model option, the grade rule table also included, particularly if you're doing grading on your work. So we've got one item from this storage area being saved to my desktop. Once I've got that done, I'm just going to minimize the size of this so that you can see down the bottom. We've got an area where you can make comment, not necessary if you don't have anything to say. You could have other files added here, but again, not necessary in our case. So I'm going to just go OK. Now, as you can see, there's a little progress bar here, and it's asking export pieces from model options, C4702. That's the correct number, so I'm going to go OK. This warning dialog comes up. It's just reminding us that we're in a V9 storage area and it must be imported into a V9 storage area. So I'm just going to go OK. Then the process is complete. Now, you can't see anything. You don't know if anything has gone awry, but if you are a bit nervous and you want to make sure that everything that you require to have exported has been done, you can go in and create a new storage area. So File, New Storage Area, and you can call it Test or Trial or whatever you want to call it. It's just a testing area. So I'm going to call it Test. When that has created, I'll look down here, there's my test folder. Obviously it's going to have all of these little files included because it's been created with these, and then I'm going to import the same file that I just exported. So it was on my desktop, and I'm going to look for C4702, and it's a zip file, remember. So there we go, Kathy Chen 4702. When I click on it, I can see that it's got my pieces. It's got the rule table. It'll tell you here what each item is, and at the bottom I've also got my model. Okay, because that's what I want to import, and you'll see that it has imported everything. Now, as part of that process, if I go click on it with my left mouse, right mouse, open with Model Editor, you'll see that it's also automatically imported the model editor. If there was anything else that I wanted to import, like a marker, I would have needed to select that as part of my selection whenever I was exporting the zip. So that's how to export a zip file and also how to import it. Make sure you export it correctly with all of the information that's required for your assessment.